Welcome everybody for this Saturday's Live at the Hive. First we're gonna have Sir Vessel, and then we're gonna have, I have to say it quietly, Fire Escape later. That way nobody runs when we say that. But anyway, enjoy.
All right. 1, 2, 3. When I try my best and I don't succeed, I cry 50 other times, so inevitably you're just gonna get so sick of me that you'll never want to speak to me again. I stay up all night waiting for your text, but nothing happens, so instead I get increasingly passive-aggressive, and I wonder if it was all in my head. I'm your pale blue needy ghost. I'm your pathetic pathological friend. I'm still waiting outside in the cold, although I'll never be let in. I'm wondering if it was all a dream or some sort of surreal Lynchian reality. But it's all in my head, it seems to be thinking of you again and again. My mind is broken, I haven't slept in days. You know, I keep getting startled by the sudden rays of a light that drives me into a haze of some crowded ridiculousness. I'm your pale blue needy ghost. I'm your pathologically insane friend. I'm still waiting outside in the cold, although I'm never gonna be let in. I'm your pale blue needy ghost. I'm someone you once considered a friend. I'm still waiting outside in the cold, although I'm never gonna be let in. Now I've gone and I've finished the song with the hopes that you won't sing along. I just go back to square one and I start it all over again. 2, 3, 4. Right. Thank you. All right. Thank you for showing up in person or checking out the live stream. Again, I'm Sir Vessel, and I guess if you've seen me before, you might notice something's a little bit different. That's the fact that I have these two lovely gentlemen right by me today. So yeah, so I just want to give a big round of applause for my backing band. Please give a round of applause on bass and guitar, Parker Caruth. Then on guitar, violin, and I guess whatever else he can do. Please give an extra big round of applause for Cesar Ruiz. Yeah. All right. And yeah, I'm Michael. You can call me Sir Vessel if you'd like. Yeah. And yeah, let's just get right to the next one then. This one's called I Want to Be. 1, 2, 3, 4. I want to be touched. I want to be held. I want to be in touch everything that I feel. I want to be loved, really, really loved. I want to fall fast like in the arms of the one I really love. I want to be funny. I want to be smart. I want to be better everything that I can do by heart. I want to be normal. I want to be strange. I want to be someone than whoever the hell I am today. What I want is what I want. What I need is so hard. I'm so lost here in my own reality. Let's reiterate though. I want to be loved. I want to be in love. I want to be the better half of someone. I want to be intimate. I want to be close. I want to be there for anyone who needs me the most. I want to be found. I want to be seen. I want to fill in those empty spaces in between. I want to be honest. Don't want to contradict. I want to be someone other than a closed off, emotionless dick. What I want is what I want. What I need is so hard to see. Pull me back to fantasy. 'Cause I'm so lost here in my own reality. Feel even somewhat good. I want to be found. I want to be heard. I want to be carried away by the praise of a word. I want to be honest. I want to be true. But most of all, I want to be loved by you. Thank you. He's going to switch back to violin or viola for this one, not violin. Big distinction. All right. This next one is a cover. We got any Velvet Underground fans out there at all? Anyone? Come on. There we go. There we go. Yeah. Waiting for my man. Got $26 in my hand. Up to Lexington, 125. Still sick and dirty, more dead than alive. I'm waiting for my man. Hey, white boy. What you doing uptown? Hey, white boy, chasing our women around. Oh, pardon me, sir, it's furthest from my mind. I'm just looking for a dear, dear friend of mine. I'm waiting for my man. Now here it comes. All dressed in black, with PR shoes and a big straw hat. He's never early, he's always late. The first thing you learn is that you're just gonna have to wait. I'm waiting for my man. Up a brownstone, up 3 flights of stairs. Everyone's kidding you, but nobody cares. He hooks you up, he gets you sweet taste, and then you gotta split because there ain't no time to waste. I'm waiting for my man. Hey baby, good, gonna work it on out. I'm feeling good, feeling oh so fine. Until tomorrow, but that's just another time. I'm waiting for my man. I'm waiting for my man. awkward little instrument change part. Oh no, it's Lord knows then solo songs. Yeah. All right. All right, this one is. There we go. All right. This one is called Lord Knows This Is Going Nowhere. 1, 2, 3, 4. I could try to pretend that this life that I spent in a meaningful way. But I know deep down I just drift in and out of each and every day. Everyone else that I know is going onward and forth into the crux of their lives. I'm still stuck in the glass, 10 years in the past, nothing meaningful with my time. 'Cause Lord knows, yes, Lord knows, Lord knows, this is going nowhere. And as I sing along, I can try to pretend the song will make the slightest of a difference. But I know deep down as the words slip out, nothing I sing will do shit. Just another memo on my phone, remind me of how alone in my life I really am. And when I try to get back to it, try to listen to it again, I just coil up and cringe. 'Cause Lord knows, yes, Lord knows, Lord knows, this is going nowhere. Parker Crew, ladies and gentlemen. Trying to pretend don't sleep at 3 a.m. Make the slightest of a difference. But I know deep down I get overwhelmed. I just hope to stay up so damn late. So much to experience, so much to address before I get too old. Hope to find the space within, become the person I'm satisfied with and more. 'Cause Lord knows, yes, Lord knows, Lord knows, this is going nowhere. One more time, Lord knows, yes, Lord knows, Lord knows, this is going nowhere. Thank you. All right. And now I'm going to kick these guys off the stage for a bit. Just do some solo songs. All right. So I guess I can say, again, I often don't like to explain too much about my songs, since pretentious as it sounds, I kind of like to have them speak for themselves. But I guess I'll give a little backstory behind this next one. So a while ago, I was actually at this museum in London. It was like a museum of natural sciences or something, and they had this entire exhibition about volcanic rock and, you know, how rocks are made and as they come up from the ground and everything. And there's this one part of the exhibit that was talking about rocks slowly breaking down, dissolving over time, and it's said on this one plaque there, "Nothing lasts forever, neither body nor rock." And I saw that, I was like, damn, that's kind of, you know, like, wow, that's quite a statement. Yeah. And so that kind of just stuck in my head for a while until I decided to kind of steal that little statement to write this song that I wrote kind of about, you know, mortality and you know, how all of our lives will eventually end and stuff, you know, all that fun stuff, I guess. And yeah, this one's called Neither Body Nor Rock. I'm still here, slowly dissolving over time. Version 2.5, soon to be leaving my prime. Or so they say, my base is slowly breaking down, scattering like ashes all over this hollowed ground. Even if years ago we all descended from stardust, nothing lasts forever, neither body nor rock. You're still here, a large object, immovable, until some sudden force makes you tumble. You build yourself up so tough till you get knocked down. Does it all really matter when we're all 6 feet in the ground? Even if years ago we all descended from stardust, sooner or later we'll all break down into rust. You just cannot escape what you inevitably become. Nothing lasts forever, neither body nor rock. We're still here, somehow, after billions of years, somehow marching on and facing our fears. A wise man would say that when we die out from a plane, our ashes will fly. But now we're just moving along the wind, even if we're just dust within it. Even if years ago we all descended from stardust, we're living the best we can until we all spontaneously combust. The sun is always rising and setting from dawn till dusk. Nothing lasts forever, neither body nor rock. Yes, nothing lasts forever, neither body nor rock. All right. Do one more sort of solo acoustic number, I guess. Yeah, this one's called Too Much Time Inside Your Own Skin. I've been myself for far too long, marching to the beats of a long, worn-out drum. I've tried before to not be me, getting pulled back to that reality. The inner monologue just never seems to cut it. And every single given possible moment, and this pretentiousness is starting to settle in. It's what happens when you spend too much time inside your own skin. Night after night I live vicariously through the eyes of folks way more interesting than me. Well, now it might as well be my turn to be even remotely interesting, so I guess I'm gonna have to learn to somehow channel the inner chameleon 'cause this mask is starting to wear thin. Swap it out for something brand new, even if it is so much further from the truth of who the man behind the mask really is. I'm just gonna go with whatever seems to fit. After all, isn't it a sin to spend too much time inside your own skin? Thank you. All right. Now we have the grand return of Parker and Caesar for these last couple songs. And yeah, again, just want to give a special thanks again, everyone who either showed up here or everyone who's watching online right now. Again, special thanks to the Hive for putting this on and putting on so many other awesome shows, doing so much other awesome stuff for mental health awareness. So please just give a round of applause to the Hive, just in general, please. Right. And yeah, we got a couple more left. So yeah, I guess I'll just shut up and again let the music do the talking, I guess. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Stare into the mirror with your eyes. Eventually you'll shed away any disguise. Stare into the gray abyss. Eventually you become washed up and pretentious. Stare into 4K screen. The voyeuristic burdening of dreams. One leave Hollywood. Escape from the studio system. Make my own uncompromising art. Fulfill my own creative vision. I wanna ditch this scene. Start making indie movies. Become an amateur Idaho and John Cassavetes. I need to find my Gina Rollins and my Peter Falk. A sort of audience that would even care at all. Stare into the void beyond. Eventually you start to write some songs. Stare into the extreme restlessness. Eventually there are parts of you that you learn to accept. Stare into the silver screen, studying the intricacies of love streams. I want to create important art, even if no one thinks that I could. I want to be accepted into spaces where I'll never be understood. I want to ditch this scene, start making indie movies. Become an amateur Idaho and John Cassavetes. I need to find my Gina Rollins and my Peter Falk. And a sort of audience that would even care at all. I wanna ditch this scene, start making indie movies. Become an amateur Idaho and John Cassavetes. I need to find my Gina Rollins and my Peter Falk. A sort of audience that would even care at all. I mean, who would even care at all? Certainly not me. The only time I ever sinned, it wasn't against me. While you were bathing in the gardens of Gethsemane, I have nothing to preach here in my chapel filled of flames. Yeah, I know for sure that you will never know my name. I've been to hell, heaven, and everywhere in between. I was part of the sinners cast out of the holy ceremony. I know for certain someday you will know my name. When you're burning in that Armageddon flame, don't you testify against me, 'cause you won't like what you will see. I'll promise eternal life, but then you'll die. Trapped inside the bardo all night. I speak in tongues of the Holy Ghost inside. I exercise any devilish desires you try to hide. I know for certain someday you will scream my name when your face melts from the ashes of the Armageddon flame. Don't you testify against me, 'cause you won't like what you will see. I'll promise devious lies, but the price will be high. It'll be nothing but a flicker in the night. Don't you testify against me, 'cause you won't like what you will see. I'll promise eternal life, but then you'll die and be trapped inside the bardo all night. Be trapped inside the bardo all night. Yes, you'll all be trapped inside the bardo all night. Thank you. Up next, Fire Escape.
Spoiled the surprise. What? I can't help myself when I'm feeling confident or miserable. Confident or miserable. You can't seem to settle down when you feel like crying every night and every day. Crying every night and every day. Can't believe I got something to say. I got something to say. I got something I can't believe. You got nothing to say. Nothing to say. Nothing I can't believe. I got something to say. I got something to say. I got something I can't believe. Say you got nothing to say. You got nothing to say. Why don't we go out for that walk? We gotta get a little exercise and exercise. I wonder if it can last all night long. I just don't know anymore, no anymore, no anymore. Can't believe I got something to say. I got something to say. I got something I can't believe.
Come in, Duck. Upon my blood.
Thank you. And when you get there, give me a call, just to show that you made it at all. We'll have a drink and we'll have a smoke, but I'll still want your ideas to choke. Emotional train wrecks in the halls. This is something you can't comprehend, and it won't go away when the rain begins to fall. Who wants it back so bad, but it's not the boogeyman. Teenage angst has paid off oh so well. Lack thereof, but I just pull off the image.
anything in common is similar taste. Hi, how are you? Oh, that's by Daniel Johnston. Dancing behind the idols we idolize. Grow up the same as us, but change over the course of time. Life is good, but there are imagined anxieties. Like the time, always crawling up and down my sleeves. Oh baby, you know that I love you, but you hurt me so bad. I wish I had a clone so he could understand what I'm going through. Oh baby, you know that I love you, but you hurt me so bad. I wish I had a clone so he could understand what I'm going through. When we break the mold, we will go back in time, just to see little baby run with the shadows that you will counting birds on a dead-end street. They always float off whenever we meet. The first time I met you, your soul seemed silent, like an old Chaplin film or a car that can't move.
We are after the set with Sir Vessel having an interview. Parker, is there anything you'd like to say about your last song there?
Yeah, my tone was horrible. If you had the displeasure of listening to that tone, I apologize sincerely. So, but the other songs were like they were pretty good.
What about the emotion?
I got to shout out to this guy. He's the sound guy here, Tanner. He does a good job. Everyone, golf clap for Tanner.
What about the emotional damage of the people that heard your tone? I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
We do have free mental health counseling here, so
Anyway, that was a pretty good set. I would like to know about your lyrical process and how you decided to come up with the things that you did in a way, if that's not too vague.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess how I come up with my lyrics, it's kind of a myriad of things. Some of it is kind of emotionally charged, like if I'm feeling a certain way, it's like, oh, I'm so angry or upset or even so happy. It's like, oh, I have to put this down into words, like in some way, you know. And other times, you know, it often kind of starts with like the chords or, you know, or just what happens when I pick up my guitar. Like that's how I wrote Armageddon Flame, which was the last song, just me kind of strumming and eventually just coming up with those words and thinking, hey, I think that kind of sounds good along with this. But yeah, like, again, a lot of stuff going on, I guess, up here, really, and some of it is just stuff that, you know, I really feel compelled to, you know, sing about and put into words in some way.
Right on. That sounds like how I understand it for most people is it's just kind of a situational or inspirational thing, and it's pretty cool that you're able to sit there with your guitar and then you were sparked some inspiration and then had some lyrics come up. That's pretty cool. Caesar, do you help him write lyrics for this band at all?
No, this was all Michael's stuff. He just he asked me. I was like, "Hey, do you want to do some instrumental stuff on this?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'd like to be a backing musician." I was like, "Can I bring this guy along?" And Michael's like, "I'm game for it." So it was awesome, and I really like Michael's stuff. Michael's stuff is great. Very reminiscent of the Moldy Peaches.
Did you say Moldy Peaches?
The Moldy Peaches, yeah. The Moldy Peaches, great band. And so he gave me some demos, you know, he emailed them to me and I was like, this is really groovy, man. This is great stuff that I really dig. And I'm just happy that I get to play with Michael. It's awesome.
Well, if you guys didn't know, and you haven't been watching, Caesar has been here multiple times. I've seen him here at least probably 3 myself. And we love having Caesar here and Parker. Let's see, what else do I have? Do you have any questions?
How does music make you feel? How does music make you feel like from mentally, a mental health perspective?
Oh, sorry. From a mental health perspective.
You know, I've said it before when I was interviewed here. It's like a very cathartic way for me to get my emotions out when I can't put those emotions into words. The instruments I play can express it better than my words can. So, you know, I'm not much of a lyricist, but, you know, it's an emotional release for me just to pick up a guitar, make the most, like, beautiful melody I never fucking do anything with. So, it's one way, you know. Bass is, like, a great instrument to play when you're, like, really anxious. You know, just because of like all the low mids and it like shaking the shit out of your body, and it's awesome. But yeah, no, it's a very, you know, not to sound like cliche, but it's a great release for, you know, people who can't get those words out right or in a healthy manner. So that's why I do music. If music didn't exist, I don't know what I would do.
Thank you, Parker.
Yeah.
There's a great quote. I forgot who said it, but it said
George Washington.
George Washington. Yeah, George Washington said this. It goes along the lines of if you cannot do anything else but music. I'm paraphrasing here, but if you can't do anything else but music, then what are you gonna do? You know, and I can't think of anything else I do but music. Whenever I have something that I just don't want to say, I just write it down. I have staves and pages of sheet music everywhere I have, just in case, you know, I hear a melody, I'm like, oh, this describes what I'm feeling right now, and I have to write it down then and there. So I feel like not even just music, but the arts are a great emotional release. And to go even one step further, I would highly suggest everybody find at least one thing you're really passionate about and just put everything into it. It doesn't have to be art, it doesn't have to be music, it doesn't have to be anything that. If you want to do math for the rest of your life and that like helps you, do math. I think find one thing that is just your passion and just continue with that with your life and put everything you have into it.
Be creative in whatever it is that you're going to do, huh? Yeah, because there's creativity found everywhere.
And yeah, again,
kind of ditto a lot of what Caesar is saying about, music, just art in general, finding something to project, anything that you're going through onto it can be insanely useful, and understand that well myself since, I guess to get a little real, the past couple weeks have not exactly been the best for me for a lot of reasons, kind of mental and personal stuff happening that I won't get to on here because a lot of it's like TMI stuff, but I will say being able to play music and being able to practice with these guys has been a great sort of release of a lot of that. And yeah, just playing music in general I think can be just a great way to let a lot of what you're feeling out in a very healthy and constructive manner, really. So, yeah.
Thank you. I know that for me personally, when I sit down on my drum set, I'm not stuck in my head near as much as all the other time that I'm alive, if you will. And a lot of times I notice that even if I'm not playing, but I'm just sick because I'm in that feeling mode, it's helpful because somebody else is, anyway, regardless of that, there are, like you said, there are no words to put to some emotions that you have, and maybe I don't have the correct words, but it's like trying to think through an emotion problem or trying to feel through a logical problem. They just don't kind of mesh very well. Sometimes I guess they do, but in my experience, they don't really like.
Right.
Yeah. They're either combined and they're working together, or they don't work. Yeah. Conversely, I think that's the right word. But anyway, thanks guys for coming and playing out at the Hive. I got to go help get set up. But
I love the Boise Hive. Shout out Boise Hive. Thank you, Michael, for letting us play with him and putting up with our bullshit, because me and Caesar are quite the menaces. So yeah. Stay for Firescape or something like that, right? Firescape, yeah. Shout out Firescape.
The first live show that I ever saw was at the Hive when I was in, I think, 7th grade. So I just graduated high school, so about 5 years, maybe 6 years now. And it was the Fets, which, we don't really talk about them anymore, but that changed my life. I saw people on stage who were genuinely enjoying themselves, and I befriended the bassist who was already friends with my brother. And I kind of took that and I said, that's something that I would absolutely like to do.
Again, the Hive is just an amazing place to be, not just for musicians, but mental health-wise. Everything that the Hive stands for is just amazing. I love it. But it's the most fun I've had on stage with these gentlemen here. There's been some stage fright issues in the past, but not here. Feels like home.
I think when you are a musician in your soul and you have no outlet, that can be so stifling. And I didn't play music for a long time before this, after high school, and I have to say, living out loud is the shit. If you're a musician, you have to make music, and this makes it so feasible for everyone. It's the people's music. It's so freaking cool. It's the best mission ever, and I think suicide prevention and music and mental health awareness, it all goes hand in hand so much, because music is always uplifting even when it's sad.
My favorite is called Talking to a Brick Wall. The room is empty even though she's here, 'cause all she wants to do is disappear. She's sitting next to me just as before, but in her mind she's walking out the door. I'm talking to a brick wall, and I feel so lonely, lonely. I'm talking to the mirror, saying thanks for nothing, nothing. I'm talking to a brick wall, and I feel so lonely, lonely, lonely. I make a crude attempt to barter this by pointing out how nice the weather is.
live a life, and I still don't know why I'm this way. And I still don't know why I'm this way.
The things that I had trouble with when I was growing up in Boise was finding musical resources and finding places to feel like I could express that and develop in that way.
Having a musician's resource center in Boise has been a unique type of environment.
It's a very relaxed, amazing resource. I just kind of fell in love with it. It offers so much and so little people know about it.
My first impression of the Hive was this seems like a pretty cool open space. There's a band jamming and they were playing and I was coming to talk about volunteering.
Hey guys, we're Illicit Nature. We could start a riot or something.
Well, I was trying to find a band and some people to play with, and well, I showed up to the Hive and well, now I'm in a band.
There's a better community here. a lot of different bands and a lot of people who are starting music, but then also a lot of people who've done music for a long time, and we all like seem to get together even though we have such differences, and it works out really good.
I know I've talked to multiple people in multiple bands that have said that having a low-cost space to be able to practice and be able to rehearse their sets and even just meet people and try stuff out has been really valuable for them.
That's part of the culture of the Hive. It's just a really positive experience of mentorship and collaboration.
There's a lot of kids that are like in high school that can't come to some of our shows in downtown because everything's 21 plus.
It's like an all ages sober environment, no matter like what day of the week it is or like how late it is.
People are really excited to have an opportunity to show what they've worked on and what they're accomplishing, and there's a lot of original music.
The Hive is ran on volunteers and donations, and I feel like everybody has the ability to give one of those. You have time, you have resources, even old equipment, it'll get used in some way. I feel like everybody, if they really knew what this place did, they'd want to help out more.
It's incredibly important to have things like this and to give musicians, especially young musicians, access to things like this so they can feel like there is something there for them.
Night shift, Saturday, snowdrift, Chick-fil-A. Denver, she's so cold, suburbs, 17 years old. Part-time, looking cool, long line, Catholic school. Pretty coworker, she can't stop staring at her. Two girls, waffle fries, small world, making eyes. Clock off, say goodnight, faint cough, quiet life. Breakdown, car won't start, small town, skipping heart. Late night, she says, need a ride, street light, climb inside. Closet, small talk, silent for several blocks. Stillness, parked car, they don't move from where they are. miss it if you hesitate. They kiss and feels great. Out in December snow, parents can never know. Midnight glow. Monday, a mess inside. Hallways pass in stride. Two girls, chem class, failing, broken glass. They smile, no words exchanged. They both know something has changed. Something has changed. Something has changed.
At the Hive. We hope you enjoyed Sir Vessel, but right now we have Fire Escape. Thank you.
Was the keeping of someone like you. As it turns out, deeper within me, love was twisted and pointed at you. You keep this love, love, love. 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 You keep this love. I've been those empty words full of promises. You keep this love, love, love. 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 You keep this love. No more hatred. You take a mortal man and put him in control. Watch him become a god. Watch people's heads roll. Acting like a robot. His metal brain corrodes. You try to take its back before the head explodes. Like a marionette, swing to the symphony. to run from. A world that must fall. I'm rolling for the heavens. A peaceful man's answer. Let's go. Let's go. Just like a blind viper, it runs through the streets. Dance like marionettes, swing to the symphony. Just like a blind viper, it runs through the streets. Dance like marionettes, swing to the symphony. Swing to the symphony of destruction. Alright, thank you all so much for coming out. We are Fire Escape. That was Symphony of Destruction by Megadeth. This is Them Bones by Alice in Chains. I feel so alone, gonna end up with a big old pile of that fun. Right on, open my so alone, gonna end up with a big old pile of them. That dream come true. Take on over a sky. I feel so alone, gonna end up with a big old pile of them. I feel so alone, gonna end up with a big old pile of them. I feel so alone, gonna end up with a big old pile of them. Alright, this is a song we wrote. This is called FX2.
FX2. All right. Next up, we're gonna play "South of Heaven" by Slayer.
Unforeseen future nested somewhere in time. Unsuspecting victims, no warnings, no signs. Judgment day, the second coming arrives. Before you see the light, you must die.
Every line ends in rhyme. Fashion stays, fashion style. Stay away, stay away. shades and cool. Every line ends in rhyme. Fashion states, fashion style. Stay away, stay away, stay away. I don't know why. I don't know why. Stay away, stay away, stay All right, that was "Stay Away" by Nirvana. This is "I Hate Myself for Loving You" by Joan Jett. Midnight in the time, where are you? You said you'll meet me, now it's 1:45. I know I'm hanging, but I'm still wanting you. And hey man, that you can't treat me right. I just don't know what you were thinking that night. I wanna see you beg and say forget it just for spite. I think of you every night and day, every night and day. You took my heart and you took my pride away. I hate myself for loving you. Can't break free from the things that you do. I wanna walk right or run back to you. That's why I hate myself for loving you. Daylight, spend the night without you. But I've been dreaming about the love that we do. I'm over being made, back the hell you put me through. And hey man, bet you can't treat me right. You just don't know what you was missing last night. I wanna see you beg and say forget it just for spite. I think of you every night and day. You took my heart and you took my pride away. I hate myself for loving you. Can't break free from the things that you do. I wanna walk, but I'll run back to you. That's why I hate myself for loving you. I think of you every night and day. You took my heart and you took my pride away. I hate myself for loving you. Can't break free from the things that you do. I wanna walk, but I'll run back to you. That's why I hate myself for loving you. 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 I hate myself. Hate myself for loving you. All right, this is another song we wrote. This is called "Slow It Down." You take me from falling and I'm so fast. Hey, wait, make me wait for you. And I'm over now. I wait ground and I'm falling fast. She said, what's the problem with everybody walking too fast and sipping on their coffee? I'm waiting for someone new to tell me who I can be with mine. When I'm waiting someone, they know when I know and I know. Stay for me, wait for me, stay for me. They take it off from me when I'm falling down. I'm waiting another 100 miles and they go now. I take it off when I'm not off. I'm falling down. They wait it off for me when I'm falling down. Wait for me. I'm so tired of the won't somebody wait for me when I'm off the ground and I'm falling fast? She said, what's the problem with everybody walking too fast and sipping on their coffee? I'm waiting for someone new to tell me what I can think of you, man. I'm waiting alone, stuck waiting alone. I'm waiting alone. Won't somebody wait for me when I'm off the ground and I'm falling fast? She said, what's the problem with everybody walking too fast and sipping on their coffee? I'm waiting for someone new to tell me what I think of you, man. I'm waiting alone, stop waiting alone. Wait for me. Again, that was our song, Slow It Down. Thank you. And this is Immigrant Song by Led Zeppelin. Drive our ships to the We are Fire Escape. Back there, we got Alana on the drums. Give her a big hand. Over here, we got Deacon playing bass. I'm Rosemary. I'm on rhythm guitar and vocals. And Kate's playing lead guitar. And this is our last song, Cowboys from Hell. Come on! That's where we settle. Nobody touches us at all. Show them, spread fear within, without. They're gonna take what's ours to will. Spread the world throughout the land. They say, bad guys, we're black. We're tagged and can't turn back. You'll see us coming and you all together run for cover. We're taking over this town. Here we come. Going in better listen. Now my body is slow down below. Aim at you when we come below. Beat is strong to get me fighting. Talking to us on tail train. Cause I knew it would all come to me. I would have gone to know. Oh, good to village. Trash to see, but better not take it out on me. Cause ghost town is where your city used to be. So out of the darkness into the light. Rocks fly everywhere inside for life. Double barrel, smoke berries. Can't love me and you came. You see us coming and you all together run for cover. We're taking over this town. Here we come. Going better listen. Now my pussy is slow down below. Aim at you when we come to mill. Beat is on to get me warning. Talking your tall tale friend. Cause I knew you're doomed. Coming for you with the cowboys from hell. Thank you all so much for coming out. We were Fire Escape. Thank you for the Hive for having us. And yeah, thanks for coming. Okay.
these guys? There we go. That's so fair. It worked out. That was awesome. Oh my god. That was awesome. I totally was not expecting all the hits from when I was a kid to be kind of still popular with a younger crowd. So, dude, your Cowboys from Hell, you did great on that. That was awesome. But especially South of Heaven, your solos were, dude, just so crisp and tight and Kerry King-like. It was awesome. Thank you for showing that. Let's hear it again for him. So, also, I guess your fry screams are just sound, they're awesome. I wish I could have done a better job mixing your voice today. But how has music positively impacted your negative health? Impacted your mental health? Sorry, I'm all over my words. How has it positively impacted your mental health?
Well, I guess when I'm sad, like it's something I can do to keep my mind off things. And that's always been a really positive influence in my life.
I think the same thing as far as like anger, sadness, stress, or just like confusion. Music is a great way to get that out, express it. It's also just fun. If you're busy, you have your mind on things, playing a solo or something like that, it's really fun. It's a great way to express that.
I'm sure.
I think it's a great outlet. Even like non-negative feelings. Maybe you're just feeling funky, you know? You just got to get it out there, and I don't know. It's a good outlet for me.
Music's definitely helped me. Just whatever emotion I'm feeling, I can put it into my music and get it out in a healthy way.
Certainly. Yeah, I agree with that. I just had a question and I just blanked it. Can anybody help me with a question while I think about what I was going to say? Oh, how'd you find the Hive?
Through my friends and other bandmates asking to practice here.
Hell yeah.
I think we all got it.
Yeah.
You're the one that comes around the Hive?
Yes.
Yeah, right on. That's pretty cool. Oh, are your parents here tonight? Yeah! These people are awesome. Raising great kids, that's for sure. Anyway, anything else you guys want to say to your fans?
Thank you for coming out.
All right, well, thanks for coming and playing. That was awesome. I know I appreciate it, and I think everybody else did too. Thanks to everybody watching online and here in person, and any way that you tuned in. And we'll be back next week.